Alright, Leviticus chapter 14. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, This shall be the law of the leper. In the day of his closing, he shall be brought unto the priest, and the priest shall go forth out of the camp, and the priest shall look, and behold, if the plague of leprosy be healed in the leper, then shall the priest command to take from him that is to be clean 2 birds alive, and clean and creeper wood, and scarlet and jasper. And the priest shall command that the one of the birds be killed in the eastern vessel of the running water. As far as the living bird, he shall take it in the shelter wood, and the scarlet, and the jasper, and shall dip them in the living bird, in the blood of the bird that was killed over the running water, and he shall sprinkle upon him that is to be cleansed from the leprosy 7 times, and shall pronounce him clean, and shall let the living bird loose into the open field. And he that is to be cleansed shall wash his clothes, and shave off his hair, and wash himself in the water, that he may be clean. And after that he shall come into the camp, and shall tarry above out of his servant 7 days. But if it shall be on the 7th day that he shall shave all his hair off his head, and his beard, and his eyebrows, even all his hair, he shall shave it off. And he shall wash his clothes, also shall wash his flesh in the water, and he shall be clean. And on the 8th day he shall take 2 lambs without blemish, and on the ill lamb of the 1st year without blemish, and 3/10 deal of fine for a meat offering, mingle oil in the 1 leg of oil. And the priest marketh him clean, shall present the man that is to be made clean those things before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall take 1 he lamb, and offer him for a trespassing offering, and the long of oil, and wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. And he shall slay the lamb in the place where he shall kill the sin offering, and burnt of the feeding in the holy place, for as the sin offering of its priest, so is the trespassing offering. It is a most holy. And the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespassing offering, and the priest shall put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. And the priest shall take some of the long of oil, and pour it into the palm of his left hand. And the priest shall dip his right finger in the oil that is in his left hand, and shall sprinkle of the oil in his finger 7 times before the Lord. And of the rest of the oil that is in his hand shall priest put upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleaned, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right, upon the blood of the trespassing offering. And remember of the oil that is the priest's hand, he shall pour upon the head of him that is to be cleansed, and the priest shall make it an anointment for him before the Lord. And the priest shall offer the sin offering and make an atama for him that is to be cleansed from the uncleanness, and afterwards he shall kill the burnt offering. And the priest shall offer the burnt offering and the meat offering upon the altar, and that the priest shall make an anointment for him, and he shall be clean. And if he be poor and cannot get so much, then he shall take one lamb for a trespass offering to be waved to the make an anointment for him, and 1/10 of the flour mingled with oil for the meat of the fairing, and long of oil, and 2 turtle doves of the 2 young pigeons, such as he is able to get, and the one shall he sin offering, and the other a burnt offering, and he shall bring them on the 8th day of the cleansing into the priest, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation before the Lord. And the priest shall take the lamb of the trespassing offer and the long oil, and the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before the Lord. And he shall kill the lamb of trespassing offering, and the priest shall take some of the blood of the trespass offering and put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, upon the thumb of his right hand, upon the great toe of his right foot. And the priest shall pour of the oil unto the palm of his left hand, and the priest shall sprinkle with his right finger some of the oil is in his left hand 7 times before the Lord. And the priest shall put of the oil that is in his hand upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to cleanse, upon the thumb of the right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot, upon the place of blood and the trespassing offering. And the rest of the oil that is in the priest's hand he shall put upon the head of him that is to be cleansed, to make an atonement for him before the Lord. And he shall offer the one of the turtle doves or of the young pigeons, such as he get, even as he able to get, the one for sin offering and the other for burnt offering, with the meat offering. And the priest shall make an anointment for him that is to be cleansed before the Lord. This is the law of him in whom is plague of the leprosy, whose hand is not able to get that which pertaineth to his cleansing. And the Lord sprinkled unto Moses, unto the Aaron, saying, When ye be come unto the land of Canaan, which I give to you for a passion, but I put the plague of leprosy in the house of the land of your oppression, and he that owned the house shall come and tell the priest, saying, It seemeth to me there is also, if it were a plague in the house. Then a priest shall command that they empty the house before the priest, go into and see the plague, that all that is in the house be not made unclean. And afterwards the priest shall go and to see the house, and he shall look on the plague, and behold, if the plague be in the walls of the house, with the halls strike, greeneth of rabbit which is in sight are lower than the walls, then the priest shall go out of the house to the door of the house, and shut up the house 7 days. And the priest shall come again in 7 days, and shall look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the wall of the house, then the priest shall command that they take away the stone in which the plague is, and they shall come them into an unclean place without the city. And he shall cause the house to be scraped within around about, and they shall pour out the dust that they scrape off without the city unto the unclean place. And they shall take other stones and put them in the place of the stone, and shall take another more, and shall plaster the house. And if the plague cover again and break out in the house, after that he had taken away the stone, and after he had scraped the house, and after it is plastered, then the priest shall come and look, and behold, if the plague it be spread in the house, it is a fitting leper in the house, it is unclean. And he shall break down the house, the stones of it, and the tumble therefore, and all the monitor of the house, and he shall carry them forth out of the city into the unclean place. Moreover, he that goeth into the house all that while that it is shut up shall be unclean until the even. And he that lieth in the house shall wash his clothes, and his eastern in the house shall wash his clothes. And if the priest shall come and look upon it, and behold, the plague not spread in the house, after the house was plastered, and the priest shall pronounce the house clean, because the plague is healed. And he shall take to the cleanse the house 2 birds, and cedar wood, and scarlet hyssop, and he shall kill the one of the birds in the eatern vessel over running water. And he shall take the cedar wood, and the hyssop, and the scarlet, and the living bird, and drip them in the blood of the sullen bird, and in the running water, and the sparkling in the house 7 times. And he shall cleanse the house with the blood of the bird, and with the running water, and with the living bird, and with the cedar wood, with the hyssop, and with the scarlet. But he shall let go the living bird out of the city into the open fields, and make the anointment for the house, and it shall be clean. This is the law for all men, nor of plague, leprosy, skull, and for the leprosy of the garment and the house, and for the rising, for a scarab, and for a bright spot, to teach when it is unclean and when it's clean. This is the law of the leprosy.